Matthew chapter 2, the visit of the Magi. Verse 1. After Jesus was born in Bethlehem, in Judah, during the times of King Herod, Magi from the east came to Jerusalem and asked, "Well, there is the one who has been born King of the Jews. We saw his star in the east and have come to worship him." Verse 3. When King Herod heard this, he was disturbed, and all Jerusalem with him. Verse 4. When he had called together all the people, chief priests and teachers of the law, he asked them where the Christ was to be born. Verse 5. In Bethlehem in Judah, they replied, "For this is what the prophets have written." Verse 6. But you, Bethlehem, in the land of Judah, are by no means less among the ruler of Judah. For out of you will come the ruler, who will be the shepherd of my people Israel. Verse 7. Then Herod called the Magi secretly and found out through them and the exact time the star has appeared. Verse 8. He sent them to Bethlehem and said, "Go and make the careful search for the child. As soon as you find him, report to me, so that I too may go and worship him." Verse 9. After they have healed the king, they went on their way, and the star they have seen in the east went ahead of them until it stopped over the place where the child was. Verse 10. When they saw the star, they were overjoyed. Verse 11. On coming to the house, they saw the child with his mother, Mary, and they bowed down and worshipped him, and then they opened their treasures and presented him with gifts of the gold and of increases and of merit. Verse 12. And having been warned in a dream, warning in a dream not to go back to Herod, they returned to their country by other road. They escaped to Egypt. Verse 13. When they have gone, an angel of the Lord appeared to Joseph in a dream. "Get up," he said, "take the child and his mother and escape to Egypt. Stay there until I tell you, for Herod is going to search for the child to kill him." Verse 14. So he got up, took the child and his mother during the night, and left for Egypt. Verse 15. When he stayed until the death of Herod, and so was fulfilled what the Lord has said to the prophet, "Out of Egypt I call my son." Verse 16. When Herod realized that he has been outraged by Magi, he was furious, and he gave order to kill all the boys in Bethlehem and its When vicinity, who was 2 year old and under, in the current when the time he have runs for the Magi. Verse 17. Then what said to the prophet Jeremiah was fulfilled. Verse 18. The boy is here in Ramah, weeping and great mourning, Rachel weeping for her child, and refusing to be comforted, because they are no more. The return to Nazareth. Verse 19. After Herod died, and the angel of the Lord appeared in the dream to Joseph in Egypt. Verse 20. And said, Get up, took the child and his mother, and go to the land of Israel, for those who was trying to take the child's life are dead. Verse 21. So he got up, took the child and his mother, and went to the land of Israel. Verse 22. But when he heard that Archelaus was reigning in Judah, displeased of his father Herod, he was afraid to go there, having been when in the dream he went down to a district of Galilee. Verse 23. And he went and lived in the town called Nazareth, so that fulfilled what was said to the prophets, he will be called a Nazareth. Chapter 2, Matthew chapter 2, verse 1, Magic. Those men was probably member of the learning religion class for the reason now called Iran. They specially in astrology, medical and nature science. Their visits often occurred when Jesus was between 14 days. Luke chapter 2 verse 22 and 2-year-old verse 16. The importance of this story is that, number one, Jesus is worthy of ruler honor for all humanity. And number two, gentle as well as Jews are incurring in God's redemptive plan. Chapter 8 verse 11, chapter 28 verse 19, Romans chapter 10 verse 12. Matthew chapter 2 verse 4, chief priest and teacher of the law. Chief priest was the temple minister in the church of worship. The teacher of the law was copied of the scripture in post-excited time. They were trained to teach and apply Old Testament law and was considered expert in the law. Chapter 22 verse 35. Together the teacher experts in the law, verse 20 through 35. And together the teacher of the law and the chief priest construed that the Sanhedrin, all the Jew, snaked and supreme count. This boy was composed of 70 or 71 men who was in charge of the civil and religious affairs of the Jew, and who was given considerable authority under the Roman. Chapter 2 verse 13. Escape to Egypt. Herod's attempt to kill Jesus and God's way of protecting the child reveal several truths about God's methods of guiding the teachings, the protections of protecting his people. Number one, God did not protect Joseph and Mary, their child, without their cooperation. Verse 13, 19 to 20, 22. Protection requires obedience to God's guidance, which in this case involving fearing the country. Verse 14. 2. Number 2. God may allow something that is hard to understand to enter our life in order to accomplish His will. In the real sense, Christ began life as a refugee and stranger in other country. Verse 14 to 15. To our limited understanding, it would have been easy if God has removed Herod immediately, to avoiding the escape of Egypt and all the train involving that circumstance. Number 3. Even after a particular trial is resolved, there may be another problem to face. Verse 19 to 23. God's protections and providential care will always be needed, for the believer enemies never cast his attention on the faithful. Ephesians chapter 6 verse 10 to 18. 1 Peter chapter 5 verse 8. Matthew chapter 2 verse 16. Killed all the boys. Bethlehem and its vicinity were not longer. It's almost like contains between 1 and 2,000 inhabitants in this case. The number of male slaves would have been around 20. Matthew chapter 2 verse 22. Warning in a dream. For the two warnings of God, verse 12 and 22. We learn that God watches over those whom He loves, and that He knows best how to effectuate the plans of the wicked and how to deliver His faithful out of the hands of those who would harm them.